In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a timeline in Webflow. Unfortunately, since Webflow doesn't support this functionality by default, what we need to do is use a third-party widget. Don't worry though, it's completely free and also very easy to set up. The first thing I want you to do is to click the first link in the description of this video, which will take you to the Elfsight platform. Once you've clicked on the link, this is the page they're going to see. From here, I want you to go to the top of the page, which is where you will find this widget button. Simply hover over it, and then I want you to head over to the tools section right here on the right hand side. Then I want you to go all the way to the bottom, which is where you will find timeline. Click on that, and that will then take you to the timeline widgets page. From here, click on create widget for free, and then you'll be taken down to the timeline templates section. So on the left hand side, you have a bunch of different templates that you can choose from, and then on the right hand side, you have a fully interactive and live preview of what the selected template would look like on your Webflow website. Now this right here is for desktop, but if you click on the mobile icon, you also get a mobile preview of it as well. Now bear in mind that all of these templates are fully customizable both in terms of design and functionality, so we can change pretty much anything that you see on the screen, and it doesn't need to look the way it does right now. I'm going to show you how to do that in the next section. So yeah, go ahead, browse through the different timelines, choose the one that best suits your needs. In my particular case, I'm going to go for this carousel one here because I really like the look of it, and it actually looks like a timeline that I would want to add on my Webflow website. So yeah, once you're ready with the template that you want to go with, click on continue with this template in the bottom left corner of the screen right here, and that will then take you to the page where you can start customizing your timeline to your liking. So the first thing you want to do here is go ahead and customize all the events that you want as part of your timeline. In that particular case, we have 5 different events here that are set by default. So in order to delete any of them, go ahead, click on the 3 dots and then click on delete. You can also hide, duplicate and edit them if you want to. And in order to add new events, go ahead and click on add event right here on the top, and then provide all the necessary information for the event in this field right here. Then click on done once you're ready, and then as you can see, the event will be added as part of your timeline. In my case, I'm going to go ahead and delete this because I don't need it. But yeah, I'm going to leave this as it is because it's very self-explanatory. I'm not going to go into too much detail about adding and removing or editing the current events here. But once you're done with adding all the events they want as part of your timeline, on the left hand side, you also see layout, theme and settings. These are even more customizations you can take advantage of to further customize your timeline to your liking. So for example, if you go to layout right here, the current layout that we have is the carousel, but of course you can change it to a list left like this, or list right, or a snap scroll right, or any of the other ones. In my case though, like I said, I'm going to go for a carousel. Then you can also change the marker style right here. So currently it's event numbers, you can have it as points, you can have it as icons, etc. You can change the title here. As you can see, it's currently carousel timeline. Then at the bottom here, we have theme. So this is where we can change the overall theme of the widget. So if you flick through these, you can see there's a bunch of different options you could choose from. And then you can also go ahead and change the accent color and the font of the text as well. In my case, I'm going to leave it like this. I actually quite like the look of it. So yeah, then go to settings, and this is where you can change the language, edit the text, add custom CSS and JavaScript if that's relevant for you. But yeah, I'm not going to go for every single customization you can take advantage of. I'll leave this up to you to explore. But once you're ready with building out your timeline, go ahead and click on Add to Website for free in the bottom left corner of the screen, and then your timeline widget will be saved up. Bear in mind, they can always come back in the future and make any small tweaks they want to your timeline, so you'll never have to start from scratch. But yeah, from here, what you want to do is go to the top right corner of the screen, and you will see a green publish button right here. As you can see, mine is grayed out because my widget is already published, but in your case, it won't be. So go ahead, click on publish right here, and then you'll automatically be taken to the plans page. This is what the plans page looks like, and what we need to do here is choose a plan. Now, since this is the first widget that we're creating through Elfsight, we can actually go for this plan right here, which is completely free. As you can see, it supports up to 1 widget for up to 200 views. So if you're just getting started, or if you're testing Elfsight out, this is a good plan to go for. Do bear in mind that this comes with some Elfsight branding that I'm going to show you in just a second. So if you want your timeline widget to be 100% ad free, or if you want to have any premium functionality or features, such as having more than 1 widget on your Webflow website from Elfsight, or get more than 200 views, then I would recommend you to go for one of the premium plans right here. As you can see, they have quite a few different options they can choose from, and if you decide to pay annually, you also get to save quite a bit of money as well, which is pretty nice. So yeah, browse through the different plans, choose the one that works best for you, and then you'll automatically be taken to the page where you can copy the code for your timeline widget. It will look just like this. Click on copy code, and then let's head over to Webflow so we can start integrating it. Now, as you can see, I'm already in my Webflow editor right here, and what I've done is gone ahead and added a brand new section, which is where I want my timeline widget to be. In your case, you don't need to do that. You can actually have it as part of an existing section, or you can add it anywhere you want on your website. But for simplicity's sake, I've gone ahead and added a brand new section right here. So yeah, go ahead, left click on the section where you want to add your timeline to highlight it, and then click on the plus icon right here in the top left corner of the screen that says add elements. From here, search for code, and then simply drag the code code embed into the section that you want to add your timeline to. Then you'll see this code embed editor open up. From here, simply paste the code we just copied previously from L site, click on save and close. And then all we have to do now is go ahead and publish the website to save the changes. And then in just a second, we can preview the website and see our timeline added to our Webflow website. So if you go down a bit now, you can see here is our timeline. It looks super nice and clean. Here is the little elf-side branding widget that I talked about previously. So if you want to get rid of this, you can go for one of the premium plans and it will automatically be removed. Don't worry about this panel that you see right here on the top. This is only visible by you just in case you want to make any changes to the widget in the future. But yeah, as you can see, I probably could have done a bit of a better job here, spacing this out and customizing it accordingly. But yeah, like I said, you can always go back to elf-side and customize it further so it can better fit your Webflow website. But yeah, that's pretty much that's how to add a timeline in Webflow. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below and I'll do my best to help you out.